said that, and I'm like, glad that wasn't on stream. That would have been a little awkward.
A little?
That was nothing awkward about it.
Nothing awkward happening here. There is... Nobody here needs help. We are fine.
Did you all see my magical girl transformation?
Yes, I did.
She has to burn a level 2 spell slot just to do it.
Which is why we'll probably save it for boss fights.
With the
Only a
power
level
of
2?
friendship.
No, it's the power of weeb.
But the power of friendship doesn't give me a level 2 spell slot.
With the power of magical girls.
By the power of friendship and this level 2 spell slot I have to burn.
How many spell slots do you have?
I will defeat you with the power of friendship and this gun I found.
Well, remember, I can be very cringe. In the name of Illustrate, I will punish thee. Let's see. Spell slots. We're not counting level 0s. That's 5.
Hey, Sam,
What?
you thought this was going to be a race?
No. 15. I have 15 spell slots.
Well, you're not a warlock in 5th edition, so it's not how many spell slots you have, it's how many spell slots, how many level 2 spell slots do you have?
5.
There you go. And remember, you all are all fully rested up and everything, so you should have like max spell slots, max health, all that good stuff.
Shit, you know what I forgot to do?
I just gotta re-prepare my spells really quick. We'll prepare Fire Breath twice.
I gotta look at this.
Stuff that should have been done this afternoon.
I'm sorry, I was too busy puking my guts out.
What about the 2 hours after I got home, after you cleaned it up?
I've been half asleep for the last 2 hours, not gonna lie.
She was recovering from the vomiting.
I was halfway asleep playing The Sims. There we go.
Anywho, screen transition. Sam, tell everyone hi.
Hi, everybody. We're back. It's Wednesday. It's D&D night.
It is Wednesday, my
Pathfinder.
dudes.
Tomato, potato.
It's Pathfinder Day.
What's Wizards gonna do? What's Wizards gonna do? Send mercenaries to our house to threaten us? Since we got it, their ultra special D&D mixed up with Pathfinder. Anyway, I digress.
You digest.
Digress.
She did
Phoenix,
say
are you ready?
digress. That I am.
Walrus, are you ready?
I don't have...
Yes, I am.
Okay, that was a really long pause.
We all over here like,
Bloom.
hey yo, Walrus, you good?
Bloom, are you ready?
Maybe.
Okay then. So, you all set up camp in the circus, right?
Yes.
All right. So, do you do anything else at the circus, or you just immediately wake up, wrap up camp, and take off?
Well, we're obviously gonna eat breakfast and prepare our spells for the day, right, guys?
No, I'm saying after that, do you have any more questions for the Rakshasa, or are you good to go?
I just asked Bernadette, like, are you gonna be okay here by yourself? Just in case what's his face shows up here.
Sipping his tea, he asks, "Whom are you referring to?"
Zasrian, Rathian, Zasrian, whoever your boss is.
He tends to keep himself confined to his keep.
Okay, if you say so.
Ah, classic nobility.
Shall we go?
Before we leave, I'm going to tell Bernadette it was a pleasure to meet him. Hopefully he has a wonderful time. I will see him most likely later.
He gives you a nod, he raises his cup of tea, and he wishes you the best of luck and hopes you the most successful journey moving forward.
Damn it, he's adorable.
Remember, he almost
yo, are
always
you okay?
lies. So for him saying, like, have a nice trip, I hope you do well.
He's basically saying go fuck yourself.
You think I give a shit?
Rest and piss, you won't be missed.
I asked the sword if there's anything else that we're forgetting that we should take care of before we head out.
No.
The sword says no, or you're like, no, you're not doing that.
I'm saying your sword doesn't tell you anything. Its presence is still present. It's not like it's like, mundane. It's gone mundane or anything. It's just like
Your sword is ghosting you.
Okay, it's a sword. It doesn't have like physical body movements, but you get the sense of like shoulder shrug.
But the sword is smarter than me!
He knows more than you, but that doesn't make him smarter.
Pretty sure that's what int means.
He got them book smarts, not them street smarts.
Oh wait, actually I am smarter than the sword at this point. I forgot. I had an ability score increase. I'm actually smarter than the sword now.
Where did you get the
I'm
ability
so
score
proud of
increase?
I think one of them was from being a drow, and then the other one was just abilities, from, the HP thingy-mobobbers. I could take, like, an ability score increase or increase HP.
So anyways, I shall continue to dump
no.
every point that I
No,
can
no,
into
the-
dexterity.
No. If you're talking about the favorite class bonus, it's a skills bonus, a skill point to spend, or 1 HP, not an ability score point. You get 2 ability score
I don't
points from
remember where
level
it
1.
came from, but all I remember is that it's here. It says 17. I don't remember how I got that math.
Oh
All I
boy.
remember getting it through legitimate means.
Okay then. So you're all moving on?
I really need to
Yeah.
separate
Yeah, let's go.
this playlist.
As you make your
into
way to
the
the...
different kinds
hold
of
on.
music.
Damn it.
It's Wizards of the Coast, isn't it?
No, I forgot to unmute my mic. I had to mute it during the starting soon screen because like it's still, I can't make it not pick up my mic on the starting soon screen. So when I transitioned over, I forgot to unmute my mic. So nobody heard everything I narrated for the first 10 minutes. That's awesome.
Amazing! I've done that before. I went for a full 2 hours before I realized it though, so you're doing better than I did.
Anywho, as you make your way to the edge of the circus, the where the circus stops, it's all thick trees, bushes, shrubbery, and that, as far as the eye can see, in any direction.
The sword
As you
belt.
move deeper into the tangled briar, your speed is reduced by half unless you have an ability or feat otherwise. But
I
just
think I might.
walking travel, it is difficult terrain everywhere,
No.
and
Significantly
you
not that
move at
much.
half speed.
One moment, DM. I have a spell I would like to play. I would like to cast floating disc.
What is the weight limit of the disc?
Okay, maybe I don't.
100 pounds of weight per caster level. So, 3 feet in diameter. It's only wide enough to carry me, though.
Damn.
And what's its other limits, like what's its movement speed, how high up does it float, all that stuff. In other words, let me look it up because I need to see those details, and I can probably find them faster than you can.
It crits on a natural 20.
There was no attack roll for it.
According to what was typed into the sheets, it crits on a natural 20 with a multiplier of 2.
What?
I don't know.
Goodness gracious.
Great balls of fire?
It's probably the mercury.
No, there is no attack roll for it.
I know, but that for some reason there's a crit range.
Yeah, that's because those fields in your spell details are already always pre-filled. They're not relevant unless you check the box next to them.
It has been far longer than an hour. I am no longer shaken. I need more charisma. Charisma and
So
dex.
I would be able to move my norm. So it moves my normal movement speed each round.
It's just a level up thing.
It maintains a constant interval of 5 feet between itself and you,
Yes.
so
But I
you
can
can't
stand
stand on it.
Yes, I can.
No, if it stays 5 feet away from you at all times.
It says if not otherwise
yeah.
directed.
Yep. I literally just saw that as soon as you spoke up. This would not help you, as someone correct me if I'm wrong, it has no vertical movements.
It sits about 3 feet off the ground.
Yeah, all the bushes and shrubbery and stuff are all like chest high.
So
It's not 3 feet above the shrubbery, it's 3 feet off the ground. The shrubbery is
You
like
did not
4
say how
foot
tall
high.
the shrubbery was, so I guess I'm not doing that. You let me do this last time.
By the way, the limited vision is more to. It's not because it's nighttime. It's just because the place is so dense, you can't see through all of it. And on that note, let me double check something.
I'm tempted to cast Fly, but also it only lasts for 9 minutes.
There, limited visibility because that's as far as you can see through any of what's out there.
Oh boy, what fun indeed. Ability score improvement at 4th level, ability score improvement at 8th level.
After you all traverse about, I'm gonna
I
say,
never implemented my ability score improvements. Uh-oh.
once you get to about 100 feet in, you can no longer see or hear the circus behind you. It's just this in all directions. So I guess I should have put you in the middle.
What an interesting place.
Are you gonna narrate anything?
What else are you guys doing?
I want to make a perception check.
Go for it.
Wow. 25.
With that roll, you see nothing of significance or anything that stands out.
Do I make a survival check to see if there's anything interesting in the underbrush or anything around here?
You have ranks in survival.
Yes.
Then go for it. Some skills, if you didn't put ranks in it, you can't do. Like, for example, survival, spellcraft, off the top of my head, perform, I forget what all else there is, but about half the skills, if you don't have any ranks in them, like actual skill points allocated to them, you can't make those checks. Not only did you not find anything of value or significance per se, but you don't recognize the species of any of these plants. It's almost like they're they're like almost 2D low-res versions of what you're accustomed to in the real world.
Guys, this is some weird fucking plant life here. If I could even call it plant life.
As you're traversing through it, the twigs break and snap. They sound the same. Everything, as you're moving through everything, it has the correct physics. It just has the visual appearance of like
Like an oil painting?
yeah, pretty much. But none of the oil is like rubbing off on you.
This place is weird.
You're telling me.
Christmas? It's not Christmas time. Get out of here.
So I think we're just going to continue trekking northwards or eastward.
Do you know which way is north?
We'll just continue traveling in a straight line in front of us. How does front sound, guys?
Only way to go
All right,
forward.
let's just. All right, I guess we'll just keep on trekking.
So, DM, we're gonna keep moving forward.
Are you two staying behind?
Yeah, I'm moving my token like slowly forward in small intervals to, you know, simulate the slowly going forward. That's a shitty movement speed.
I'm having a bit of a hassle controlling my token on mobile.
It's all good.
I'll keep you with the rest of the group. I'll move your token for you.
Thank you. It's just so fucking tiny.
Does anybody have a canteen they need to fill? Because we have a stream right here.
The water is animated.
What is this, water simulator?
I don't know if I made this. I thought I made this perfectly clear, like when you first arrived, but like basically everything around you is to some degree or another, a visible illustration. The characters, the people, the setting, everything is basically.
So if I set it all on fire, it'll just catch on fire?
No, like I said, everything still has the correct physics. It just appears as if it's a picture.
We're like real life people in a Toon world.
Basic.
Oh god, we're doing Space Jam and Pathfinder.
Well, think about it. You're effectively in a spineless book.
Beautiful reference, Walrus. Beautiful reference.
Thank you, thank you.
I was thinking more like the Page Master or Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but
I would like to make another perception check.
it wouldn't do you any good because there's like nothing new, nothing metagaming for this part, just to save the roll. There's like nothing to perceive. When something happens, it will be
Well, we're
brought to your
almost at the
attention.
edge of the map you've made, so we told you we would continue going forward. What? My screen's just been black.
Nope, zoom out.
Yeah, I see.
How long is this going to take?
You don't know because you don't have a map, and if you did, it would be useless. The only thing a map would really show you is like the locations that exist in this world, but like there's no, you can't just say, oh, if we go from here and go in that direction to there, we'll get to that one. Like that's not how this world works.
I hate this place! Take me back to the Paradise City.
Well, you haven't met any girls yet, but the grass certainly here is green.
Somebody got the reference. Amazing.
Burnout Paradise is like hands down one of my favorite driving games. I just want you all to like feel the simulated boredom of your characters just wandering in the woods for what feels like
just
forever.
aimlessly trudging through this hand-drawn landscape forever and ever and ever.
I'm just gonna ooh and ah sarcastically at the beautifully painted wilderness.
Oh, ah.
So where are you all from?
That's it, I'm not going.
Tessai's just trying to strike up small talk.
I come from a wonderful city, the name of which, I have not come up with.
I'm from around.
I've never been to Around.
Oh, you know, I've been here, I've been there.
Nah, you know what? Embrace the RPG. I come from a wonderful city called Waypoint.
You know how it goes. My parents were a dragon and an ASMR. We grew up on the road.
That must have been one complicated family dynamic.
Not really. I mean, everybody has a dad and a mom. My mom can just freeze you solid with a breath.
Sibling arguments must have been pretty simple then.
Wait. Your mom was the dragon?
What do you mean? Wait. Yes, my mom was the dragon.
Was your dad a bard?
No, he was a priest.
Okay.
Well, he was a cleric.
Oh boy.
He was more of a cleric of Desna.
Sounds like fun.
My mother was
Strike that
rather young
sarcasm.
in draconic terms. She was only 100 or so years old.
Yeah, dragons are so naive at that age.
She just fell in love with my father. He was her favorite color, silver.
Is that it?
I'm not gonna bore you with their whirlwind romance. She tried to place him in her hoard. He refused. And she just started following him.
Interesting.
Things developed from there. She saved his life, he saved her life. It's how it goes on the road.
Tessai says that she comes, says, I come from a small surface, village of surface-dwelling drow.
So you would say you come from a land down under?
No, because I don't live in Mesobaranzan. Or anywhere in
I didn't say the
Underdark.
city name. I didn't say the city name.
I don't live in the Underdark. She lived in a surface village.
They said she was
I
from
come from the
underground.
land of the ice and snow.
Love all these music puns are all
Where the
19.
hot winds blow?
Listen, I have like 3 main forms of communication: English, sarcasm, and song lyrics.
I can speak in GIF. GIF, 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 however you spell it. I can speak it.
Guy?
No.
My character just says, when I was young, I was kidnapped by a bunch of Lolth's followers and tortured.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
Oh my god, yes.
I
My last girlfriend
Found
turned into the
it.
moon.
That's rough, but
I really need
I
to
found the
separate all
courage
these
to
songs.
escape, and one of the first things I saw when I made it back to the surface was the moon, and then the next morning, the sword was by my side.
Ah, I see. The moon is trying to court you.
Perhaps.
Remember, always tell your partner how beautiful they are, especially when their fullness is in full view. Planetary bodies love that shit.
Interesting. Good to know.
Don't ask how I know. You don't want to know.
I don't think I do, no.
You all hear a voice ahead of you.
Okay. What's the voice saying?
You
And am I
can't-
sure it's not my sword?
It is definitely not your sword.
Okay.
Does it sound like a bitch?
It sounds a little upset. And I'm not downplaying. I mean, like little. It sounds like he's like. It sounds like whoever it is obviously perturbed and upset and trying to vocalize it. But what exactly they're saying, you can't hear from here. You have to get closer.
So, you guys gonna kill this one too?
Obviously not. There is somebody in distress. You can't just kill them if they're in distress.
Right.
Not before we make them feel despair.
Now, wait just a minute.
I'm joking, I'm joking.
We gotta, like, establish a system or something. It is really hard to tell with you guys.
Simple. Evildoers get a magic missile to the face. People in distress get a comforting words and a warm beverage.
Oh god, Aya was on top of Belton.
Oh my?
You just bumped into her. That's all it means. A crude, amateurishly sewn banners flutter weakly in the breeze of an otherwise deathly silent clearing in the dense nettles of the briar. At the end of the clearing is an adorable little house painted with garnishes of reds and yellows stands out against the trees. And you all see a bunny that is standing, a like 3 foot high bunny that is standing outside of this little cute cottage, and you hear him screaming, "Begone! Begone, and mule at my heels no longer, you stupid muling healing thing! I have greater destinies than to play your nursemaid."
I asked the rabbit if he's okay.
I'm hunting wabbits.
I hope you didn't say that in character.
No.
You startle him, and he goes poof, and he reappears up on the roof of his house.
I would like to reiterate, are you okay?
Do you need a hug or something? You look sad.
He tells you that he's not sad, he's just frustrated because he wants to go adventuring, and his house won't stop following him.
Did you try putting it in a sack and throwing it in the river?
Wait, no. Don't do that.
Wait.
Bad
Hold
advice.
on,
Terrible
hold on.
advice.
To that question, he poofs down right next to you, and he's like, "Who has a sack big enough to fit a cottage?"
I mean, bag of holding exists.
Yeah, but
Handy
it has to fit
haversack?
inside the opening. It has to fit into the opening in order for it.
So you just make a
Enlarge,
handmade
reduce.
one. That, and you also make one big enough to fit a house, where the opening would be big enough to fit a house. It's not that hard.
Dude, you just give me an idea.
Oh no.
But I love how the two of you are just like, no, that's terrible advice.
No. Think about this, okay? A tarp of holding.
Oh my god.
You lay the you drape the tarp over something, and the tarp just lays flat on the ground. And whatever it is in the dimensional space inside the tarp, but the tarp lays flat on the ground.
Nice.
And then you can just fold it
Tarp
up and take it with
holding.
you.
No, because then you'd have you wouldn't be able to get up under it to close the tarp. The purpose would be like, oh no, there's an enemy patrol coming, let's hide. And then you just like throw the tarp over you, and it just like lays you flat, and then they would have to like look over all the shrubs and see the tarp to even notice you. And usually odds are they wouldn't do that. Or you could just have somebody like cover up the tarp with some shrubs.
Focus.
And then after they
Yeah.
leave, then they can, yeah, okay.
We require a shrubbery.
So again, did you try putting it in a sack and tossing it in the river?
Again, he reiterates what sack is big enough to hold a house.
What
Well,
house
mine,
follows
like-
its
like,
owner?
Thank you.
I didn't catch that.
He said, "What house follows its owner?"
Your house wouldn't happen to have chicken feet, would it?
Baba
No,
Yaga.
it's not Howl's Moving Castle.
Not the boogeyman, exactly.
And then to answer your question, like what house like moves with him, he didn't ask for it to move with him. It just does. He moves far enough away from it, he turns around and it's there.
I mean, honestly, that should make adventuring rather doable, honestly.
No, because sometimes you just and this is me talking, but this is like kind of the point he's trying to reiterate. Sometimes when you just want to like get yourself out of the house and go away, be away and go on an adventure or something, you don't want, you want to go away. You go on the adventure to get away from home. so that you have a home to come back to and then relax. But like his home is always there, so he never gets that sense of exciting adventure away from home because his home is always there.
Have you tried talking to the house?
I guess that's a good
He's
question.
been
Does the
he's
house
been
even
he's
speak?
he's been yelling at the house, but he's not getting any kind of like you heard him when you first uh came upon him, and like he's just yelling at the house like one would yell at any other inanimate object.
So tie it to a tree and
I don't think that'll do anything.
No, this is not the house moves. I'm narrating this a bit different than I did last time. It's not that the house moves. It's just that if he goes far enough away from it and turns around, it's there. This is like that curse where you're trying to get rid of the cursed item, and so you throw it over a cliff, and you look down, it's still in your hand.
Does anybody have an immovable rod?
I don't think that would do anything either. More likely than not, it would move anyways and just leave the rod behind.
And then you're down in a movable rod.
Based on what I'm hearing here, this house is not moving so much as it is teleporting.
So perhaps
He mentions he mentions to the drow that he hasn't had visitors in a long time, and he was wondering if you have any interesting stories to share.
Well, we fought a giant throwing barrels and 4 bears, and we outsmarted a Rakshasa.
I must have fallen asleep for that.
He's not amused by the he seems to be familiar with Bernadini's circus, and he's like, yeah, that's always a thing, but I mean, like, before you got here.
Oh, you want to know about how I escaped from Wolf's followers and got this magical sword?
Boring. He looks over at the silver person and he's like, do you have any interesting stories?
Romance, travel, or what type?
Anything.
I mean, I've traveled across the entirety of the continents.
And
Let's just say there's a lot more bandits than you'd expect in the wilderness.
he tells you that he's very envious of you and your adventures traveling. Then he hops over to the rogue and he goes, what brings you all here anyway?
Well, we were looking for someone and just kind of ended up here. I'm not really sure how I got here or who these people are.
We're looking for Zasrian.
No, we're looking for the scholar.
Well, the dragon has... Well, Zasrian has the scholar. Or Sorenray. Maybe Sorenray would be able to to shed some light.
We're looking for Soren Ray. We're trying to get out of here to find Soren Ray.
No, Sorenray is not the scholar. Sorenray is the creator of the deck.
I added this character to y'all's journal, so if you want, you can go to your journal, like double click and like pull him up so you can see him. I don't know if it's clear enough. I don't know if it's clear enough in his picture, but his sword is broken. Upon hearing the mention of Zasrian, he tells you that, well, he doesn't think he tells you that he thinks that it would be that he has that you could work together, maybe.
Oh.
Like you see him like crafting a plan, like stroking his chin and then like tapping his foot. Only him being a rabbit, it's like imagine like Thumper like da 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 da.
For you see, we're not originally from this plane, and Zasrian has our only way out. And also, he has the scholar we need.
He has a plan.
You have a plan. There we go. Now that's the right button. You have a plan.
His plan is you give him all of your equipment and he'll go fight Zasrian.
Unfortunately, that is a no. I cannot do that. Or if I try to give you my sword will just return back to me.
I spend good money on this equipment. Hell no.
He tries to convince you that certainly he's the only one who can do it.
What is your
Can I roll
name, dear
persuade?
rabbit?
He refers to himself as Prince Brambleson, the
My
prince
fine
of all
prince.
rabbits.
I see that you are indeed cunning and skilled. But prithee tell, how do you plan on accomplishing this alone? Not even the grandest heroes of the old legends could do it on their own.
See, what you need, Brambleton, is a party, and what we're missing is a prince.
He claims to have the ability to. He just needs a little bit more, and with your all's equipment, that'll be enough.
Unfortunately, my equipment won't fit you, and my sword will return to me upon leaving my side.
For the record, a small creature can wield a single-handed, medium-sized weapon as if it were a two-handed weapon.
Oh my
The sword-
god, this frickin' rabbit wielding a rapier with two hands.
He would probably use it more like a. I was gonna say more like a pike or something, but even a pike, you would have your hands not together. Yeah, that would be amusing to see.
I'm just gonna hand him one of the swords I took from the previously defeated Tengu clowns.
He takes it from you. He's like, okay, now I need the rest.
I'm afraid we
I'm sorry.
cannot offer the rest of our equipment, but I pray, young prince, if you will have us, perhaps we might travel together on and aid you on this most noble of quests.
He basically disregards that and he says, nah, it's a stupid plan. I need to go myself. For you, you would be nothing but fodder. Because, mind you, he would still have all of your equipment.
I'm sorry, my equipment will not fit you, and I'm not gonna walk around naked in this painted wilderness.
Well, appealing to the ego isn't working.
How about this? If you can prove to me that you're worthy, then I'll give you my token, and you can go fight Zasrian.
Why do we have to prove we're worthy? You're just a small rabbit.
Excuse you, the Prince of Rabbits,
Yeah, excuse you.
and I am highly skilled.
Show
And so
some
are we.
respect to His Royal Highness.
We are seasoned adventurers. We have fought countless enemies, and we've had to fight since we've gotten it. Almost everybody we've come across since we've plane shifted into this place. All we've seen you do is shout at a moving house. How can we be sure you can take Zasrian on?
You see him go poof?
He can teleport.
And now he's behind you. And he says again, as you can see, I am clearly skilled.
While teleportation is indeed handy, you need more
Perhaps
than
a
one
demonstration is what my traveling companion? I don't know anymore. Perhaps a demonstration is what is required.
Like you feel dirty calling them companions right now because you're like, I don't want to be associated with them, but they're all I've got. So
Would the house count as an unattended object?
no,
May I ask why?
because Brambleson is nearby, and the
Okay.
house has weird abilities.
Okay.
So what say you? An honor duel. The three of you versus me. If you best me, you can go off and fight Zasrian, and I'll even give you my token that I have from when we kind of did the thing to Sauron, right? But anywho, honor duel. What say you?
Oh, so you're one of the conspirators.
You're just figuring this out now? He's a fucking teleporting rabbit.
And
I
he
see,
also
I see.
already previously mentioned that he had a token.
So
Also, the
hold on.
fact that he said his name was Brambleson, and when you saved the cook, he told you every one of the conspirators' names and what token they hold.
So I see. You have no honor. So how do we know that you're not stealing our gear just so Zasrian can come and pick us off?
He is immensely offended by your assumption that he has no honor.
Well, I mean, if you want to gang up on Soren Ray and rip her to pieces, what's to say that you're not trying to take our gear so Zasrian can pick us off?
She was a formidable opponent, and if any less than all of us had ganged up on her, as you call it, we certainly would have lost.
See, in our world, grouping up and attacking people like that is a crime. Did you even have a just reason to attack Soren Ray? Or were you just doing it because out of greed and jealousy?
Why do
It
we
wasn't
even
out
try?
of greed. It wasn't out of greed or jealousy. All the others told me they needed my help, and I was more than happy to help them.
Help them to commit assault and battery?
I'm pretty
It's
sure
more
this goes beyond
second-degree
that
murder.
to murder.
Do we even know if Soren Ray's actually dead?
hold on. Out of character. What do you call it when you just like blatantly just like, oh, crows, magic missile?
They were obviously beating up a helpless. citizen, so therefore it is justice doing.
Well, he was convinced that he needed to help them defeat her. He doesn't remember why, but they asked for his help and they were honest and earnest, and so he decided to help his fellow story kid.
Oh, woe is you! Your hypocrisy knows no bounds. Honestly, of all the people I could have been stuck in this dimension with, why did it have to be you?
Oh please!
Why you
like,
gotta
I
be
asked
so
to be
rude?
here. Well, now that you're aware of your evil doings, don't you think you should plan on repenting?
Which is why he needs to go and kill Zastrian.
But if it took all of you to beat up Soren Ray, to murder Soren Ray, what makes you think you would be able to take on Zasrian alone?
Think about the math there. If it took 7 level 1s to beat a single level 6, then a level 1 could easily take out another level 1.
Are you saying
That
Is,
checks out.
is the argument that's the argument you're trying to make.
Hold on, add a character. Are you saying the rabbit and the dragon are of the same level?
The rabbit believes so.
Whether or not this fact is true is honestly of no consequence. It's what the rabbit believes that we are dealing with right now.
We'll come back to him.
He poofs again. And he takes a battle stance and he's like, "Come at me."
No.
Look, Brambleson.
Personally,
I
I
don't think this is
believe
a
it
good
better
idea.
to have this Brambleson as an ally than an enemy.
And who's to say if we do duel him, he's not just going to be a sore loser and become an enemy anyway?
Hey, we have
After all,
this Harrowing deck,
the
yeah?
Rakshasa threatened to make us into a circus attraction.
And you know what? I would pay so much money just to throw tomatoes at you.
That's not the point.
You know, could somebody just look in the deck for the rabbit?
Who has the deck? I don't have the deck.
Where are you?
Did we give it back to Phoenix?
For all intents and purposes, whoever wants to pull a card has the deck, just automatically.
There you go, I pulled the card.
The Rabbit Prince. And just like select number of other cards, you see that it shimmers, flashes, and becomes shiny.
Shiny.
But this small rabbit is asking for our equipment, which he obviously cannot wield. So he's obviously trying to steal from us.
Well, it's not really theft if you ask for it. And
He's
If he
trying
was
to
trying
coerce
to
us.
steal from us, he would have just attacked and taken it.
He's trying to coerce us into giving him our gear, so that way we can be easier picked off targets later.
You know what? I've never actually heard the sword talk, but you keep saying that it's smarter than you, and at this point I'm starting to think it's true.
Belton's just gonna sigh at the two bickering.
Can I ask the sword for insight?
The sword needs to roll a sense motive.
I
Okay,
would
give me
like
1
to
second
roll
to
a sense
reopen.
motive as well, since everybody's so concerned about this.
Go for it.
All right, guess might as well roll sense motive on the rabbit.
The sword rolled 13. No.
30.
Um, all of you? He seems sincere about wanting to put down Zasrian. He does not seem to have any intent of trickery or conning or anything like that. And at this point, he poofs again and appears right in front of you. And his mood immediately becomes somber. And he feels, you don't know how he feels, but you see he drops his shoulders. The adventuring spirit kind of drops from his face, and he opens up to you. And he tells you that he was defeated a long time ago as he holds up his sword, broken. And he says that there's a chance that the other half of this sword, and he explains that this is a very special sword. A promise was made on this sword. And he tells you that he believes that the broken piece of this sword is in Zasrian's hoard, and that defeating Zasrian to reacquire it would be symbolic for him to basically make up for the promise that he broke.
Then why don't you just come with us?
Because he explains his experience in the past with what happened before. And what happened before was there was a great darkness that befalled on everyone. And no army could face it. It had to be one person with enough power, because this darkness can overcome everybody. I don't have the narrative explanation for it, but basically it's like it doesn't matter how big the horde, like the horde of an army is, like this darkness can wipe them all out. The only way you can fight this darkness is if you give it a strong fight one-on-one. Think of it like when Naruto does Shadow Clone Jutsu. He can do thousands of clones, but each one's only got one hit point. That's what it's like fighting this darkness. And so, because of this experience, it is like ingrained into him that an army versus one is stupid. And on that note, think of about how many like games like Dynasty Warriors, where you're one player fighting against hordes of armies, and you can just mow them all down with no problem because they're all superiorly weak. But then you come across a boss, and then it's a fight. So he's basically asking for your help to make him boss level so he can go fight Zastrian and win.
Whatever the opinions of my friend and this one,
Which one are you calling the friend, and which one are you referring to as this one?
Belton is the friend.
You hear that,
Wow,
Belton?
I see
You're
how it
you're
is.
the favorite.
Belton preens slightly.
Whatever their opinions, I accept the terms of this duel.
It would not be a fair fight unless all three of you versus me.
I'm just gonna grin at the rabbit. Say, this sounds like fun.
And then he looks at the drow.
What? Sorry, I started falling asleep.
New walrus, new walrus.
Yeah, but the difference is if she does pass out, I can go downstairs and wake her ass up. I can't do that to you.
Fuck, old walrus, old walrus.
Can you repeat that, please?
What's the last thing you remember?
Something about the duel not being fair because it's 3-on-1 or some shit like that, and I don't...
No, that was the last thing he said was it has to be all three of you versus me. For the duel.
But why?
Because it would be unfair otherwise.
I don't think so, but whatever you wish.
Good. And then he perked up and he poofs again. And he's back here.
Can't believe we're humoring a creature of the creature of the wilds.
And with that, everyone roll initiative.
If your entire purpose here is being a pain in the ass, you're real damn good at it.
Who, me? Why do I keep rolling shitty initiative? I think these dice are racist.
No, I'm talking about the other mask-wearing dark elf.
I'm gonna re-roll on initiative, please. I keep rolling really bad.
Hey, rolling bad is not a problem. Okay. Kaya and Brambleson, you both rolled 24. What is your initiative bonus?
Hmm?
Or are these rolls from the last time?
No,
I think the
Brindle's
24 you're
23.
looking at is Belton's sense motive.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking at the turn order. And the turn order has you at the top of 24. Okay, so it didn't clear from the last game. Fun.
On my screen, it has Brambleson as 24 and Kaya at 17.
Oh boy, roll
that's
20s
weird.
being goofy.
Yeah,
Look,
that's weird.
yup.
I got a 7.
Yeah, see, so you're not last.
It didn't register my first roll, so I rolled again. Like, it put it in the turn order, and then it just deleted it.
Okay, well, that's the initiative order.
Yeah, it rolled better for me after I accused it of being racist.
Okay. So Brambleson goes first.
What happened to the turn order?
Oh, shit. Accidentally closed it. I got like 12 windows open in front of me right now. Okay, I hit the wrong X.
You have 2 screens!
Yeah, and like 10 pop-out windows between them. I need 9 screens to do this the way I want to. I need that 3x3 grid in front of me.
Ah, if only, if only.
If that were, you could probably GM 2 or 3 games.
The woodpecker sighs. The bark on the tree was soft as the skies.
I got that reference. That was like the last time Shia LaBeouf was cool.
Was he ever cool?
Running for my life from Shia LaBeouf.
Anywho, so Brambleson is not going to poof, but actually move. You see his cute little bunny hop zigzagging back and forth within like the 5-foot square. He's basically doing a straight line to you and a straight line back.
I almost feel bad for fighting this rabbit. He's fucking adorable.
That's what you said about the lizard.
Excuse me? The Rakshasa?
Yeah.
Nah, you're getting me confused with Belton.
Rakshasa is not necessarily a lizard. How do I make the freaking distance thing go away faster?
I need better Tales of the Dragon. No. There was another
Because
one.
it's
There's
like
another
clear. It's clear on my screen. Well, on my one screen, but it's not clear on the stream screen, and I don't know how to make it go away.
Yeah, I thought the Rakshasa was adorable.
Call of
There we go.
War? That
Okay.
one might be...
So he springs
Dwarven
forward,
mode.
he strikes at you, and then he springs back. Because he's got that
Battle
handy dandy
Insane.
ability that lets him do that.
Really a feat I need to pick up.
Whoa!
Does an 18 hit you?
No.
Okay, so he springs up to you, swings, misses, springs back.
Aha, this
Second
one.
attack doesn't count.
I don't even have to have mirror image up, and I'm already dodge tanking this shit.
And it is now your turn.
We're gonna cast a mirror image.
Okay, we're ready to go.
3 plus 3, 6. What level are we? 9?
For now.
I have 6 images. Have been created.
Already, be mindful of that.
So in total, there is 7 of me.
No, they're after images.
This is
Remember,
getting
they're
out
not
of hand.
actual.
Now there are
this is not
7
the
of her.
actual. I was gonna say it's not like the actual shadow clone like we originally thought it was. This is more like in terms of Naruto, like when somebody throws a shuriken and it looks like it hit, but then it goes poof and they're a log.
What is that? The replacement jutsu?
Yeah, basically.
Or if anyone's ever seen Ruby, Neapolitan.
Ooh, that's even better.
Neapolitan's probably the best approximation you're gonna find.
And also, of fucking course we watched.
No. Neapolitan is more like either minor image or major image, depending on what scale.
Because mirror image has no sound, smell, or
Right.
it's just sight. None of the other 4 senses. Minor image and major image, depending on which one you use, will cover the rest of the 4 senses respectively.
So you cast that. Are you doing anything else?
Nope, I'm gonna stay right here.
Kaya, you're up.
Surprise, rabbit.
How far did you move?
About 20 feet.
What's your full movement speed?
30.
You can only get 15 feet of movement then. Remember, Tangled Briar.
I do also remember that you stated this was in a clearing, but okay.
No, like the house itself has like a couple of feet off of it. That's a clearing. But it's not like the whole area. It's like the house comes with its own lawn, but the lawn is just like a yard or two out from all sides of the house.
In this economy, that would cost a fortune. So many dice. Does a 31 hit?
31 actually does hit.
I don't like the phrasing on that one.
He's a teleporting rabbit. Boy's gotta have some dodgy AC.
I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to, per se.
And I updated his hit points if you want to make a reference.
Chat, we're cooked. Improved uncanny dodge.
Belton, you're up.
No longer be flanked. Denies another rogue the ability to sneak attack.
Alrighty, let's see which magic I'm gonna throw at this.
Oh, I forgot to mention this. But upon shuffling through the deck to find the Rabbit Prince, the card, I believe it's the Circus, is also burnt. If I didn't mention it from last game. Well, no, because you just left this time. So yeah,
Welcome
so
to the
upon entering the Briar,
circus.
the Circus is burnt.
Look, it's the crows. Welcome to the circus. So what fun and spicy bonuses do we get from the Rabbit Prince card?
Alright, I'm gonna attempt to cast Light Prison on the rabbit.
Is there a roll for that?
He's gotta make a reflex save.
Reflex save of 26.
God damn!
He's a tiny rabbit.
He's a bloody adorable rabbit that deserves all the head pats.
Especially if you include his tragic backstory.
So yeah, I just wasted my turn trying to cage the rabbit.
It wasn't a waste. I mean, it was a good play, but
A
just
valiant
rolled
effort,
better.
but no dice.
No, dice were involved. It just wasn't high enough dice. Or actually, no, the dice were too high because it was a reflex save.
He understood the assignment.
Oh, it wasn't the circus; it was the carnival. But it's the carnival card that was burnt.
Welcome to the circus.
Okay, Brambleson's up.
And remember, guys, we're going non-lethal on this.
So cast magic missile. Got it.
What did I just say?
Could be worse. I could cast fire breath on him.
Honestly, given how little that friggin' rapier strike did, I think he could probably tank it.
Feels like every enemy we face is a boss.
He is going to cast a spell and
Uh-oh.
then bounce away from Kaya.
Why is it still here?
Yeah, this feels like a boss rush.
Kaya, you get a free attack because he jumps out of your threat range.
I'm on the wrong page. There we go. Did it not roll? It's being oh. Duh. Just, there we go. There you go. Oh wait, cancel. Thank you.
26 hits. Tessa, you're up. Did you fall asleep?
No, I didn't. Give me a second.
Where the fuck is the rabbit?
That's a good question. I kind of need to know that.
He's all the way down here.
So he's not within sight.
All the way down here.
He's getting pinged.
I saw that, but he's technically not within sight.
Yeah, he is. If you can see him. Oh, you can't see him. Okay, I forgot. I have combined team vision. So yeah, he springed back in that direction, so you would have to move up to see him. But you wouldn't have to move far.
He went. He went that way.
Moving 10 feet, and then I'm casting Magic Missile.
Roll damage.
Nope, that's not what I wanted. What is it? 1d4 plus 5d4 plus 5.
Yeah, it's 1d4 plus 1 per missile. You get 5 missiles.
I'll give this rabbit one thing. He's a speedy little bugger.
And just think, he hasn't been taking advantage of his double move action every turn.
Jesus Christ.
Seriously? 3 of those were 1s? What the fuck? We do the thing where like the swordsman does, takes it out of the sheath really quick, puts it back in.
Ah, yes, Iniato strike.
Thank you. That's 14 damage. And then that would be my whole turn. Because I moved and cast a spell.
Kaya, you're up.
Oh boy, here I go. Trudging my way through brambles again.
I forgot to mention, Sam,
Hmm.
roll a perception check real quick.
Oh boy.
Well, why is this so bad?
You noticed when you hit him with your magic missiles, the magic missiles seemed to impact, but they didn't look. They looked like they impacted off of him, like not like. Normally they impact on the surface. These seem to impact with a significant degree of distance between him and the point of impact.
Does he have some sort of external shield or force field, perhaps?
He did cast a spell last turn.
Shit. On my next turn, I have to do a spellcraft check.
No, you can make the spellcraft check now. This would have been in reference to the spell that he cast when he cast it. Or was he? Yeah, because he cast it and then he moved. So you saw him cast it before he bolted.
28 spellcraft.
Mage armor.
Ah. I see through your tricks, rabbits.
Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids.
God fucking damn it. Alright, well. I shot him with a bow.
Are you? By the way, did you relay the information to everyone that he had cast that?
Guys, he cast mage armor.
Oh, that's fun.
I see through your tricks. Nothing gets past me.
Why is the public in here?
What?
The card. There's a card on the map.
Oh, because we used the card.
No, somebody drew another card, but it's not a card that's relevant to anything going on right now.
Oh.
I'm double checking on a rule because there's like a rule that I've heard, but I'm trying to find where it says that.
Well, I'm gonna need to go AFK in a minute.
Go for it.
Now the question is, should I cast flight next turn, or would that be too much concentration? But I mean, it would get rid of the movement disadvantage.
Okay. The two. I'm assuming you launched 2 arrows because or did you move? Kaya.
I moved.
Okay, so your arrow actually didn't hit.
Interesting.
Mage armor's a bitch.
Certainly a lot more powerful than 5th edition version.
Elton, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna cast flight and then ascend.
How high up do you ascend?
I'm gonna ascend about 30 feet.
Okie dokie.
And can I ascend in a diagonal?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna move a few, like 15 feet towards the rabbit, 15 feet up.
So 15 feet up and then 15 feet across.
Well, yeah, pretty much. And that's gonna be my turn.
That's going to move you 3 squares closer. But you're no longer impeded. You know you have a fly speed of 60.
Yeah, but ascending is half speed.
Ah, I missed that part.
Yeah, so that's why I was going 30 feet. Pretty much 30 feet into the air towards the rabbit.
Just to avoid me having to do trigonometry, in the future, do not make diagonal movements. Tell me how many up and then how many across.
All
The
right.
accurate way to
30
calculate
feet.
that move distance would be trig.
Pythagorean theorem, everybody!
30 feet straight up and 30 feet towards the fucker.
But you said it was half feet up. You could do 15 up and then 30 close, 30 across.
My movement is 60.
Yeah. If you half of that would be 30, and then half of that would be 15. So 15 up, and then 30 across.
Okay, that works. That's cool. That's cool.
Which, are you seeing where I'm drawing my ruler?
Yes, I see.
That's where it would put you.
Perfect. That's exactly where I wished to go.
Do you need me to move you?
Please, it is a bitch to move the token. It keeps trying to drag, and it just
Yeah. I don't need to explain. I understand. That's why I stopped like trying to draw on my phone. I have a stylus that is it'll draw on an iPhone, but it also has like a pressure sensitivity thing. But drawing on the iPhone is like it's such a tiny little screen. It's a pain in the dick.
That's funny because I'm using an iPhone.
Love the iPhone, but not a good drawing tablet. Anywho, Rambleson's up. How high can Brambleson jump? This bunny can catch more air than the NBA.
Damn, bro got hops.
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
Ah, shit.
To reiterate a statement I made previously, chat, we're cooked.
Gotta do some quick calculations here.
I will be right back.
I'll wait till he gets back to narrate this because I don't want him to miss out.
Oh, I'm still here. I'm just not going to be talking.
Okay, so basically, Brambleson's going to do his cute little bunny hop hop that he does, parkouring on the ground. He's going to do an acrobatics check. Where's skills on here? It's a good thing this ain't 5th edition, because Nat
Damn.
1 isn't an auto fail for skills. He has a plus 20 acrobatics, plus 28 if it's jumping. So with a roll of 1, his acrobatics check is a 29. And for height, it's the DC is 16 for 4 feet, plus 4 for every foot after that. With a running jump. So the DC to make this running jump is 27. He rolled a 29 because he has incredible acrobatics, because he's a swift little agile bunny. He also has the quickness. So he's going to jump off of Belton's head, and he's going to land behind Kaya. Forgot layering.
So you're telling me this rabbit just bounced off the top of my head like I was a springboard?
Yes. More like a Goomba.
Let's go.
It won't let me put his icon on top of yours. Oh well. So he springs off your head. He lands behind Kaya. He doesn't attack.
Bunny got hops.
Does a 29 hit?
Yes it does.
You take 6 damage. And then he's going to bounce off of Tessai's head and land over there. And that is his turn. Tessa, you're up. Oh, and while he does this, he lets you know that your height gives you no advantage.
I'm gonna reply.
Size
I
matters
just needed
not.
to move freely.
Would you say, Walrus?
I'm just gonna reply. I just needed to move freely.
I'm not going to bother for the rolls for every other jump he makes because effectively, if he was going to fail at a jump, it would have been from where he was to where Belton is 15 feet up in the air. And on a 1, he made that. So needless to say, at this point, I don't need to make another acrobatics check for him for a while. Unless you guys in some way change the environment, no. He's good. You're not pressing to talk.
We're gonna go ahead and cast Fire Breath. He needs to make a reflex save. So he's
What's
gonna
the
take
DC?
half. 15. He's gonna end up taking half damage.
No, he's not.
Evasion? Question mark.
Yeah.
No.
Evasion. If you make a successful reflex saving throw against an attack that would normally do half damage on a successful save, you instead take no damage. It's a level 2 rogue ability that this bunny happens to have. For the record, everything you encounter is out of this book. I didn't make any of this. If you're mad, be mad at the author.
I'm not mad. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of guessed this rabbit would have something like that.
He's also got uncanny dodge.
Is this rabbit just a rogue?
No, in fact, he's not considered an animal.
I moved and
Kaya.
cast the spell.
Kaya, you're up.
Hi.
If you don't move, you can lob 2 arrows.
Jesus. Plus 1 trait bonus on all rolls made to confirm critical hits. Ah, that's right. That's what an madness does. Does not help me here. Where is... I'm on the wrong tab. Alright, roll it. Did I hit anything?
The first arrow almost did. The second one was way off. The first one, he ducked a little bit and it went right between his ears. Because he ducked a little bit.
Me over here just casually pulling a Legolas.
Elton, you're up. Based on his expression, he's enjoying the thrill of this fight.
Hey, you know what? At least he's having a good time.
Are you guys having a good time?
I'm having a wonderful time. I'm gonna be honest. This is fun. This little rabbit is fun.
Anyone keep track of his health bar?
I mean, yeah, we've barely
Did
done
that shit
anything
go
to
back
him,
up?
but... Oh boy, he's back up to full. Woo!
By the way, this is the only encounter tonight.
I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt.
What's the DC on that?
There's no DC, it's just a reflex saving throw.
Yeah, what is the DC so I know what I need to roll to dodge it? I need to make the reflex saving throw against your DC. So DC is 18. I dodged the lightning bolt. With a swift little hop and a cute little backflip, he dodges the lightning bolt.
He takes half damage.
Fucking adorable.
Nope.
He has evasion,
Nope, he has
remember?
evasion. Anytime it's reflex for half, for him, it's 0. Kaya has the same thing.
Woo!
So in other words, if you're throwing AoE spells, don't be too afraid if Kaya is in the blast radius. Because Kaya can dodge that shit. Or, more accurately, evade that shit.
I've got a relatively high reflex as well, so...
So does Brambleton. If you hover
Look,
over,
guys, I don't know why
over
you're
his,
still trying to throw spells at him that require reflex saves. He literally cannot fail the reflex saves.
If you hover over his actual like reflex score, you can see what his bonus is to his reflex save.
All I have are reflex saving throw spells.
Nope, I just gotta touch him. That's all.
Which means it's basically, instead of a reflex check, you just have to hit his AC. which is still really fucking high, especially since he put mage armor on.
Well, it's better than nothing. It's better than this reflex for nothing bullshit.
I am not happy. My lightning bolt just got jumped over.
Bunny got hops.
Oh, this rabbit catches more air than the NBA.
That's funny, but fuck you both.
Nah, if there was one thing about this fight that I'm not particularly fond of, it's how fucking busted mage armor is in this fucking version.
It's a +4 to your AC, and it blocks magic missile. That's it. The bonus you get for casting at higher, being at a higher level when you cast it, or casting it with a higher caster level, is how long it lasts. That's it.
Oh, so 3.5's mage armor is essentially 5th edition's shield spell.
I'll take your word for it.
Except it's not a reaction.
Okay, Brambleson's up. And he's gonna bunny hop right there. Everyone, he begins casting a spell. And if nobody's gonna...
You're not listening to talk.
Let me just ask guys, is anyone
You
gonna do
keep
anything
cutting
about
out. Hold on, I think the stream's about to go down.
Oh, no.
Hold on. The stream is unstable. Pause your game for a moment. Stream is unstable.
Technical difficulties, everyone.
It's not a Blooming Bite stream without technical difficulties. Merch link in bio.
I actually stole that expression from someone.
I do not have said link, so if you want to look at that, you're gonna have to go to their stream.
Yeah, our stream is unstable. Why is it unstable?
I don't know. The stream is the only thing I'm running.
Alright, well, while you guys
Okay.
are figuring that out, I have to go feed a cat.
That's fine.
Go for it.
The only thing I can suggest is we take a 15-minute break and restart. You restart your computer.
I restarted before I loaded everything.
Well,
I made sure the shit was good.
well, we're at the 2-hour mark, so we should be taking a break anyway. So we'll take 15. reboot really quick. And we'll be back with the continuation of the Brambleson fight. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good to me. This rabbit is ticking me off.
I switched over.
Okay.
Take a chill pill, take a break.
Maybe that'll give Twitch to get its shit together.
For whatever reason, the bitrate just tanked. It's good now.
It happened.
Oh, hey, Sam. For your information, a magic missile always hits you, even if you have mirror image up.
Yeah.
Because it's an auto-targeting spell and it never misses. It doesn't ever accidentally...
Is that what you had to look up?
No, I literally just now saw that it's an editor's note on the spell Magic Missile. Magic Missile targets a creature and does not require an attack roll, so it bypasses all the images and always hits the target. Somebody posed the question: if somebody has, like, let's say there's one person, but they have 4 mirror images up, can use Magic Missile to target all the mirror images to cancel that out. No, the magic missiles will hit whoever has the mirror image on them, and all their images will stay.
Odd, I forget. Do you like cucumbers?
Not particularly.
Oh, because I saw rice balls that have avocado, cucumbers, and salmon, but we would, like, substitute with crab meat. What kind of vegetable could we put in that you would like?
You know what? Even if you made sushi, it still wouldn't count towards, like, one of the meals that you cooked.
And?
I'm
What
just
if I
saying.
just want sushi because it's been a while.
I'm just saying, on the technicality of you don't cook sushi.
What about a sushi bake?
That just defeats the purpose, because sushi is supposed to be eaten cold.
So, 1 layer of furikake with rice mixed with furikake and crab meat on top of that. Bake that. Or no, you don't bake it. So
Yeah, you can make it into, like, a layered, like, dish like that and eat it like a lasagna, but it wouldn't be considered a cooked food, because at any point if you tried to
they
cook,
call it a sushi bake, so I'm assuming they put the rice and the crab meat in the oven. The rice crab meat part in the oven.
Read the directions. Read what it says. Walrus.
So yeah, the rice and crab part goes in the oven for like crispy rice.
Hey, Walrus.
Yes. How may I help you?
You notice that with all the spells he's been casting, he's not using a spell component pouch, nor is he using what should have used either focuses or material components.
Thematic component.
No, specifically material components. He's still doing the verbal and the somatic, but he doesn't have to do the materials.
Something tells me he's a warlock, or he has a magic item.
Nope.
I mean a sorcerer.
Alright, who's getting fucked up now?
Oh wait, I'm sorry, I misspoke. No, he is not using verbal, somatic, or material components. He's just doing the thing.
Hey, yo, wait a minute.
You recognize the effects of when he does the thing, but he's not casting the spell in a traditional sense.
Bro got subtle spell casting?
Spell-like abilities.
Ah, okay, I see.
Yeah, so when you cast Mage Armor, the effect, the glow effect that Mage Armor has when you cast it, that happens, but he didn't say the words for Mage Armor, nor did he do the swish and flick for Mage Armor.
Swish and flick. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
I do love the attention to detail in Boulder's Gate. The verbal component for all spells is like universal. So whether it's like a wizard casting a spell or a sorcerer casting the spell, Firebolt is still Firebolt, and Eldritch Blast is still Eldritch Blast. The only spell that like doesn't consistently have the same verbal component is cutting words, and that's because when you use cutting words, you just throw an insult.
Thou art a greasy clay-faced canker blossom.
Your
Boy,
face
aren't we a
looks like
sharp
shite.
spoon. You hear me?
Sharp spoon.
Yeah,
That's what
there you go.
that's what you use to dig graves, right? Sharp spoon.
Nay, for even a spoon holds a better edge than you. So whose turn is it? Or are you guys still dealing with technical difficulties?
No, stream is back up. We're just like taking just a short breather.
Ah, okay.
We still have 5
just-
minutes left on our break.
Brambleson is yet to do his action.
Oh, so the rabbit's about to fuck us up even more. Got it.
He made half.
In order.
He made half of his first move action, and then he is about to cast another spell.
More magic.
Yeah, this is a fun one. This one involves percentile dice.
So this motherfucker is using magic without any verbal, somatic, or material components.
Yes, these are clearly spell-like abilities.
Spell-like abilities, my left nutsack.
which the disadvantage for something with spell-like abilities, they are hard-coded and usually extremely limited. Considering when you first met him, he was dimension dooring already. You know he has that in his arsenal, and that he used it at least once.
I'm just a guy with a boomerang. I didn't ask for all this magic and bending and shit.
I'm just a guy with magic and shit. I didn't ask for all these teleportation fuckers. Motherfucker used mage armor like it was a spell-like ability.
Don't you just hate it when MFs use mage armor like it's a spell-like ability?
I hate it when magical rabbits try and push my shit in.
I think half the reason why you're upset is the fact that you're still looking at him as a rabbit.
I acknowledge that this anthropomorphic rabbit is a formidable foe.
Oh no, I acknowledge he's a formidable foe. He's just a pain in my ass.
As far as 5th edition terminology goes, Brambleson would likely be classified as a humanoid. Unless he's something more supernatural in nature.
I don't know if what he is in 5th edition.
Interesting. Is this motherfucker a fae?
Congratulations. Somebody figured it out.
He had to be a fucking fairy. I always have to warn people not to fuck with the Fae, and here I am fucking with the Fae.
No comment.
Do you know what they say about fae that aren't ugly?
There's
Tell
such
me.
a thing as ugly fae?
Yes. The ugly one. Typically, the rule of thumb, the uglier a fae is, the safer it is.
As it...
In other words, the more beautiful or adorable the fae is, the scarier that motherfucker is.
Do not
I love
trust
this little guy.
people.
I love this little guy. He's gonna be my new friend. I will hug him and squeeze him and call him George.
You will call him Bramblesang. You will like it.
Then I shall call him my prince.
Shame on me. I kind of fucked up a bit, and I apologize. Every time Brambleson, and this isn't gonna change, but I forgot to keep telling you guys. Every time he moves within your melee range and then jumps away, you get a free attack.
Oh, now we get free attacks.
I forgot. You guys are supposed to know this, or at least Sam is.
Last time I kept saying, wait, isn't this how it should be? No. He has a feat for that. And also, you led me to believe earlier he has that feat.
What feat?
It's a feat. What's
The one that the
the
bears had.
The one that the bears had that let them move in and out of melee range without provoking attacks of opportunity.
No. It doesn't. It's not that it provokes. It's that he can move, and then attack, and then move again. When normally in your turn, you have to either move and attack, or attack and then move. He can do some of his move, attack, and then do the rest of his move. So in one 50-foot movement that he has, he can move 25 feet, attack, and then move the other 25 feet. Whereas if you guys, if you had your 30 feet of movement, if you moved 15 feet and attack, you're done. Or you can attack and then move up to 30 feet.
That's interesting, because in 5th edition, you don't even need a feat to do that.
So that being said, since I done fucked up, I'm going to drop his HP down a third, because I fucked up, to make up for the fact that I fucked up. Does that sound fair?
Yes, that does.
Okay. Okay, so that's where he's at now. And we're back.
The mighty rabbit prince.
And we're back, and I didn't I remembered to unmute my mic this time.
Woo!
So, for those of you out there who didn't catch this, because I did this when it was still on the break screen, because I forgot to accidentally remind everybody about attacks of opportunity when Brambleson kept bouncing around, I took a chunk of Brambleson's health off at this point right now, just to get that out of the way. Just to compensate for everyone's, should have been able to attack, but they didn't.
Now there's a paladin on the board.
Who drew the paladin card?
That was an accident. I was trying to move the
Not a problem.
screen.
No problem.
The paladin!
For the record, the paladin card does nothing here. So,
It's a surprise tool that will help us later.
so since Brambleson did move past Tessai to get to where he is on this turn, Tessai, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity. Moving forward, y'all are responsible for remembering that.
Sure.
Because if I forget again, it's on you.
Does a 19 or a 13 hit?
No, and your attack of opportunity would only ever be the first attack.
So a 19 doesn't hit.
If a 25 doesn't hit, I'm assuming a 19 doesn't hit.
Okay.
Everybody make a will save.
Ah, shit. This is where we're really cooked.
This has worked before in the past, so I'm doing it now? No. Whatever he's doing, no.
Kaya and Belton. For a moment, your heads get really, really dizzy, but you're able to shake it off. Kasai. You know how everything looks like an illustration?
Yeah.
Well, now it's like you're watching cartoons on mushrooms.
Yay! Can't be high in real life, so I'm getting high in D&D.
And it's your turn. Roll percentiles.
The fuck is a percentile?
Roll D100. 1D100.
You've never heard the term
19.
percentile?
You may take your turn as normal.
Okay. Where's that fucker at? Come here.
Get over here!
You know, I forget what it's called, but there is like some sort of an ability feat combination or whatever that does that.
Beautiful. I'm just gonna become Scorpion now.
Get you a weapon called the Spiked Chain. I swear it's OP, especially for dex-based fighters.
So I need to make a melee touch attack.
Because you're a magus, you can just do a regular sword attack, and then it'll
that's
count as
right.
a regular sword attack, and it counts as you hitting him with your spell.
These
And
dice
the
are
spell,
racist.
the spell is still spent.
This ought to be fun.
This is not fair.
The only exception to the spell is not spent. It's still considered spent, but the only reason it's not considered lost is if it's something like lasts so many turns. But this is if this was intended to be like, for example, Shocking Grasp,
Yeah.
he would have had to hit him. If you would have done something like I charge my sword with like flame or with something, then that persists as normal. But either way, it still misses.
These dice are racist.
Racist. Cancel the dice.
And I'm about to start using my own goddamn dice if they don't stop it. Because I've been rolling shitty this whole goddamn game, and I'm just about had enough of it.
You know, the funny thing is, if you actually did use your actual dice at your desk downstairs, I would know whether or not the dice roll was good or bad, because I knowing you'd roll it, and if it was good, you'd be like, "Fuck yeah!" And if it was bad, you'd be like, "Fuck!" And I would be able to hear it, so I'd know if it was a good roll or bad roll.
Yeah, at the end of the night, if I'm still rolling shitty, I'm using my own dice. Because these online dice are racist towards Drow.
Kaya, you're up.
I would like to cancel the racist dice.
You do not have that feat.
Damn it. I'll tell you what it-
Hashtag cancel the racist dice.
Turning that into my new line of merch right there. I definitely have a merch store. Does a 27 hit? Please, for the love of the
A
gods.
27 does hit.
Finally. Actually, hold on. Well, it's too late. I already did the shit, but I could have gone here and flanked him. Fuck. I am
Belton, you're
I
up.
am big dumb.
If you were thinking about moving to be in position for like sneak attack damage, that would have been more than 15 feet.
right here.
Casting Frostfall on the Fae, it is a Fortitude saving throw.
My bad. It would have been exactly 15 feet. So if you want to make, I will let you retcon that. Since yours literally just this last turn. If you want to roll sneak attack dice, go for it. I thought you were one more square back, but apparently, there you go.
Sheesh. So that's an extra 25 damage.
That's what you think.
I don't like that.
And then, fortitude save. Ooh, clever. He makes the fortitude save.
Jesus Christ.
But he still takes half damage because it wasn't a reflex saving throw.
We have found the secret ingredient.
I'm assuming you're positioning that strategically to miss allies because with a 5-foot radius burst, or no, it still would hit allies. Yeah, there's no way you can hit him without hitting allies.
Chilling frost.
So everybody make a fortitude saving throw.
Belton is seeing red.
So it would seem.
No.
What is it? Fortitude. Fortitude.
He just wants to hit this damn rabbit once.
You did. That did count. That did still hit him. Because it was a fortitude, not a reflex, it still hits him. That's what I'm telling you. The
And he's just
evasion,
gonna apologize.
the evasion thing only counts if it's a reflex saving throw.
Belton's gonna cast Frostball and apologize. I'm sorry, but this fucking rabbit.
Remind me to slap you later.
No.
What's your bonus to cold? Oh, it's +1 for each dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, so that was yeah. Tessai and Kaya, you both take 7 cold damage.
I didn't think I'd have to say this out loud, but I am not particularly fond of becoming a human icicle.
I'm sorry. I thought it would miss you two. I don't use Frostfall all that often. Normally a lightning bolt would hit somebody.
What can I say? Bunny got hops.
Yes, the Fae has hopped.
Gotta watch out for those fey creatures. Real tricky.
Rambleson's up. He's going to poke at Kaya for doing that nasty sneak attack on him.
Sorry about that.
The
Is it
22 hits,
22?
the 18 does not.
Okay, you take 7 slashing.
I think this might be the most hurt I've been all campaign.
Be lucky I remembered not to cast Fireball.
I didn't ask how big the room was, I said I cast Fireball! Fireball in this forest? Probably a terrible idea.
Am I up yet?
Debating whether or not he wants to move.
No, he does not want to move. He wants to stay right there.
Ah, but if he moves, we both get opportunity attacks.
Fucking rabbit version of a Kate Sith.
Oh, a note on attacks of opportunity. You get 1 attack of opportunity per round, and you cannot make attacks of opportunity if you're flat-footed. However, the feat combat reflexes, you're allowed to take an additional attack of opportunity per round up to your. No, I'm sorry, not a. Oh yeah, it is additional. Up to your dex bonus. If. Ignore whether or not you're flat-footed.
Interesting.
So, attacks of opportunity is a good one to have, especially with a spiked chain, because you get a 10-foot reach. So, a 5-foot reach. Could very easily like block a doorway or a hallway or something. Anything that tries to run past you, you still get a free hit. He is going to go ahead and chance it and do a jump out of there because he doesn't like being flanked like that.
He doesn't like the pincer.
No.
Man's no like the pincer.
This fucking rabbit.
So you two do get 2 attack. Each of you get 1 attack of opportunity against him.
Hmm. 28.
28. The 28 does hit.
Neither of my attacks hit.
And the 28 does include sneak attack damage. Because at
Beautiful.
the point of his attack, because of where he was, yeah.
so many dice.
I have a set of I have black and white and black pip dice that I specifically keep just for sneak attack damage. I think I have like I either have 9 or I have 12 of them.
I've lost count of how many d6s I have.
He commends you on your skills working as a team.
Is that supposed to be sarcasm? Because Belton
No,
just
no,
likes
no,
to- Oh,
No, not at all. Not at all sarcastic.
As long as both of you move before the next turn, you won't take a 1d6 damage.
Oh, that's especially good that he moved then.
Just casually brushing some frost off my shoulder.
Tessa, it's your turn.
I think anything I would be able to do would either require a reflex save, or I'm not in range. So that takes a reflex save. That takes reflex.
Oh, sorry. At the top of your turn, roll percentiles.
$68.
Roll 1d8 plus your strength modifier.
Four plus what's my strength?
Why didn't you just add it into the dice roll?
I just clicked on the D4. 5.
So 4 plus 1 is 5.
Yeah.
You take 5 damage, and that's your turn.
What?
You're tripping balls, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Kaya,
You,
you're
my
up.
good friend, are tripping balls. It's fine. I can tank it.
Both of those miss.
Amazing. Maybe I should have invested in upgrading my bow a little bit.
Belton, how long does that frost fall last? Four rounds. Got it.
Yes, 4 rounds.
So yeah, that's the frostfall area. And when do they take the additional damage?
Oh shit, I forgot to move. Fuck.
You couldn't move.
Oh, that's right.
You're tripping balls.
No.
And Kaya can't move because you did a full round action.
The beginning of my turn.
Okay.
You better plan on healing us.
I can heal you, don't worry. After the fight.
I assure you, I thought about the possibilities and decided I could tank a little extra damage in exchange for another attempt. Unfortunately, both attempts missed.
Alright, I take it it's my turn.
You forgot to mention that they were staggered.
Wait, what?
Anybody who got hit with the frostfall is also staggered for a round. If I remember correctly, staggered means you can only take either a move or an action. You can't do both. And you can't do a full round action.
Well then.
Correct. You get either a one move or one standard. You can't do both.
Shit, did I miss that?
Anybody who failed gets staggered.
And prithee tell, when does this staggered go away?
At the top of his next round. Or at the top of his
Amazing.
next turn. So. Technically, I don't really need to retcon anything because
Because
Sam
all
couldn't
of
do
them
anything
missed
and-
anyways.
As you say, Sam couldn't do anything and your attacks missed anyways, so.
I just
Dalton, you're
only
up,
have to spend
and-
one ammunition instead of two.
Dalton, you roll the damage that they take and add your dragon bonus to the cold damage. So it'll be 1d6 plus 1. Reroll it as 1d6 plus 1. The initial damage is 2d6, but after that, if they start their turn, if you start your turn and they're still in the area of effect, then the ongoing damage is the 1d6.
Alright, what's the Minthrow for 1d6 plus 1?
/R space 1d6 plus 1. So both of you take 4 damage.
More damage?
Oh, damn.
Why'd you roll another fortitude save?
Read the spell description. Fortitude saving throw for half, but does not become staggered even on a failed saving throw.
Oh shit.
Well, I failed the saving throw anyways. So.
Sam, make a fortitude saving throw.
Hold on.
I'm gonna shout, I'm sorry!
It's fine, I can take it!
Yeah, I failed too.
Okay, so you both take 4 damage.
I'm at like half health now.
Good thing this is the only encounter then.
I'm in danger.
Rambleson's up.
I didn't do anything.
Oh shit, that's right. Everyone's taking damage from your spell, so in my mind I'm like, okay, you cast a spell and it looked like you moved, so yeah, nope, sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead, take your turn. My bad.
I didn't move. I was trying to find the spell to cast.
I know, my bad. I did say I was a new DM, didn't I?
Ugh. out of
I
water.
need to roll that 4 more times for the other
Extra
ones,
overtime.
yes.
Hold on. Yeah, it's one. It would be a total of 5d6, or sorry, 5d4 plus 5. Why is your magic missile only throwing the single d4s? Anywho, so the missiles that you threw, from your angle, and everyone else can notice this too, the missiles appear to not be hitting him.
They didn't even realize I was gone. Heh.
Like, he's still flinching, like, you know, stuff's being thrown at him, but they don't seem to be actually impacting him.
I take it they're hitting the mage armor.
Yep.
Can I knock the mage armor down?
Nope.
Well, fuck.
If it feels overpowered, this is the only spell that mage armor can do that with. That I know of. Like, as far as I know, magic missile is the only attack spell that I know that just specifically uses force damage. Everything else is like some sort of elemental flavor.
Shit, next round I'm pulling out my fucking metamagic rod.
That actually would have worked. Because they would have changed from being force damage to being frost damage, and then they would have turned into icicle shards, and that would have went, and, well, it would have, oh no, that's so it auto-targeted. So yeah, that would have been a really good idea. So, top of the round. Does a 23 hits?
Hit who?
Kaya.
Yes.
And you take the 7 slashing damage, and then he's gonna bounce away. Kaya, yeah, wait. Top of the round. So yeah. So Kaya and Belton, you get an melee attack of opportunity on him.
You said I do?
No.
I feel left out. Help, I'm being oppressed.
Help, help, I'm being repressed.
Odd.
Yes.
You have insulted my honor and I demand satisfaction.
By the way, the episode that came out after that, actually, he finally put it out. Ooh, Kaya, nice. The critical does not confirm, but it does do. It definitely hits. That's an automatic hit.
And my 6 does not hit.
Correct. Because for attacks, a 1 is an auto fail.
I'm doing things, guys. I still don't
Ramsey
fully
wants to stay
understand
though.
how the whole crit confirm thing works.
I made a flowchart. Did you not study the flowchart?
So you have your crit range, right?
Man, I'm just trying to keep track of my own goddamn character sheet.
Okay. So you have your crit range, right?
Okay, here's how it works. Okay. You make your attack roll. When you look at your attack roll, is it within the threat range? Your threat range is based on your melee weapon. If it's 19 to 20, then it's 19 to 20 on the die. If it's 15 to 20, then it's anywhere between 15 and 20 on the die. If you have improved critical or keen, that's how you get that 15 to 20. Is it in the threat range? Yes. Make another attack roll. Is that attack roll in the threat range? Yes. Make a third attack roll. Is that one in attack range? Yes. If you hit within the attack range four times in a row,
We've never done 4 times in a row. We've always just rolled again to confirm. Rolled once.
it's never happened.
It has.
No, because nobody. I feel like I'm the only person that we know that does the 15 to 20 threat range.
No, I did with my spike chain fighter.
I mean, I have a critical range of 18, but
Right, so you would have to roll 18, 19, or 20 4 times in a row. If you rolled it 4 times in a row, you would automatically do. This is my personal rule, just because. Ideally, it's like if you roll 20 4 times in a row, because like how like improbable is that? So for that to be such a miraculous rare occurrence, I'm going to give you the maximum critical damage you can deal if you get 4 in a row.
interesting.
If you do it twice, and then the third one is if you do it twice and the third one is not in crit range, then you're still guaranteed a regular crit. If you do it once and it's in threat range, and then the second one it's not, it's an automatic hit, but it's not a crit. Reference the flowchart. If you read the flowchart, it makes sense.
Alright, where the fuck is this flowchart? There it is.
Anywho, yeah, so you rolled a 19, so that's why it was like, hey, is this potentially a crit? But then your second die roll was a 6. So because it hit the threat range the first time, it's an automatic hit. But since it didn't hit it the second time, that's all it is. And it didn't hit the AC either. So if it would have hit the AC, then it would be a crit. Bloom,
What?
roll percentiles.
No. She rolled a 10.
Take your turn as normal.
What the fuck?
What?
What did she roll last turn?
68. So I have to roll low in order to pass.
Yes. If you roll too high, you attack the nearest creature.
Hey, wait a minute.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Because she's tripping balls. For the purposes of this, a familiar counts as yourself.
I don't have a familiar. I'm not allowed to have a familiar.
Again, I just was iterating. If somebody's confused and they have a familiar, nearest creature doesn't count the familiar.
Okay, Bunny Boy is over there.
Bunny boy hopping around. Is it little bunny Fufu hopping through the forest?
Just give me 1 second. Something in my brain just clicked, and I'm hearing things differently than what I'm normal. I'm having. It's complicated. I think I'm having an auditory hallucination. Like IRL, not in the game. Because everything just suddenly got fucking quiet. Like there was a whole bunch of background noise, and then all of a sudden everything just got fucking quiet.
My guess is the neighbor turned off the radio. Stereo, boombox, soundbar, whatever. My guess is that they were listening to something loud and they just cut it off.
Well, it just threw me for a loop.
Honestly, when you have something you're not actively paying attention to noise-wise, and it suddenly cuts out, that's definitely gonna freak you the fuck out.
Oh, I especially know that because in my hometown, one of the I forget what it's called, but it's a giant like metal thing that the power lines come in from the power company and gets distributed like to everywhere in the county. One of those got hit by lightning, and the entire county was out of power for a week. And I walked over to my friend's house to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I couldn't do anything else with my free time. And the walk to his house was creepy as fuck. Because it was like a suburban area, but like it was quieter than quiet.
Fun
Yeah,
little
I can hear
surreal
you.
moment right there.
Something went like dead quiet because I can hear you adjusting your chair.
Anywho, go ahead and take your turn.
Sorry. I'm distracted now.
That's okay. Just get back with it.
It's all good, buddy.
It's all good.
I can't do anything. He's too far away. Magic missile.
You can get out of the frost zone for one. Do you have any ranged weapons?
No! Why would I have a ranged weapon? I'm a Magus. I don't have proficiency with any of that shit. By the way, that is 10 feet.
How is that 10 feet?
I took a 5-foot step forward, then a 5-foot step up, quote unquote up. That's 10 feet.
From your original position, it was 5 feet.
Never mind. I'm a dumb. I know I don't have ranged weapons because I don't have proficiency with any ranged weapons.
You don't have simple weapon proficiency?
I don't think she has any weapon proficiency with any weapon that is ranged.
No, only with the Magus weapons.
Swords.
One-handed slashing weapons. That is all I have proficiency in.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Dear Jesus.
For the love of our and Jesus, please let her roll well.
I get it. Everything I have either requires a reflex save, which he's gonna just negate because he has a super high fucking reflex, or it requires me to be able to get up into his range and touch him.
Reach out
Hold
and
on.
touch somebody.
I'm gonna touch the bunny.
Reach out and touch me.
Reach out.
What is the range on this? This has no saving throw.
Sam, Magus is proficient with all simple and martial weapons. That's just Magus. Let me double check with Black Blade. Or Blade now. Yeah, no, simple and martial weapons you can still use.
Fuck. So anyway, I'm gonna chalk that up to my sword would get jealous. Anyway, 25 feet plus 5 feet per 2 levels. We are level 9, so that's... So that's an extra 40 feet. So 25 plus 40 is 65. Is he within 65 feet? He is. He is just within the range for this. Alright. Let's do this. Okay. I am casting Greater Thunderstomp. So, I'm going to use my foot or strike. I can use my foot or strike my weapon. I'm just gonna, basically, plunge my sword into the ground. And it's gonna trip him. I have to make a combat maneuver check to trip him. But instead of my base attack bonus, I use my caster level, and instead of strength, I use my casting score ability modifier. This does not provoke an attack of opportunity. And there is no saving throw. So he either does or does not pass a combat maneuver check. Alright, so combat maneuver check. That is my CM something.
CMB. $24. Hold on. I was gonna say, are you
instead of my
sure they
base
use the right
attack bonus,
modifiers?
Use my caster level, so that would be +9. So instead of my base
Plus
attack,
9 instead of whatever your base attack bonus is.
what is... Fuck. Stay still, good damn it. Alright, so instead of +6, it's +9, so add 3 to 24. So...
And then what about your... Isn't one of your spell bonuses added to that too?
And instead of my
Instead of your strength, use your spell bonus. So what's the difference there?
That would be my int, which would make that +3 instead of +1. So...
So what's the new total?
+6 to 24. Or +6 in total. So it would be, hold on. So it would be, no, 9 plus 3 equals 12. So it would be +12. Plus whatever the die roll was. I don't know what the die roll was.
That'd be a 36.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, you knocked him on his ass.
Haha, got you, bitch.
Brambleson is now prone.
Get him, boys. That's
Which
all I
gives
can
him-
say.
Which gives him an advantage to ranged attacks, but gives him a disadvantage in melee attacks.
That's all I'm gonna say is get him.
I tried to look to see if he had any kind of bonus towards it. The only bonus he has is he does have the feat Agile Maneuvers, which he uses his dex instead of his strength for determining his combat maneuver bonus, but that's for his bonus, not for his defense. And even so, his combat maneuver defense is 24. So, yeah, 32 knocks him down. Does he take any damage, or is he just knocked prone?
This would be... Is that it? Combat
What?
maneuver defense 22.
Sorry. Creating a ripple of power that you use to trip a creature.
What the hell?
Attempt a CMB to trip the target. But instead of BAB, you use your caster level. Instead of strength, you use your spell casting ability score modifier. Does not provoke an attack of opportunity. No effective. Spell has no effect if it cannot reach the ground or floor, or if your target has no contact with the ground or floor. Greater Thunder Stomp functions as Thunder Stomp except noted, and affects all creatures in the area regardless of size. So I think he's just knocked prone. I don't think any damage was done.
Still, that knocks him prone.
I did a thing!
Standing up is a move equivalent action that does provoke an attack of opportunity. When a creature is prone, they get a -4 to their AC for melee attacks. They cannot use a ranged weapon except for a crossbow, and a prone defender gets a +4 to AC for ranged attacks. But if they make, but
he's on his ass,
hold on.
but none of us can get to him.
I still knocked him down. I slowed him down just a little bit. I'm helping! I'm helping! I'm helping!
Heavens, yes, thank you.
Yes, you are helping. Good job.
Kaya, you're up.
Hooray.
If only you had like a bomb or something you could throw at him.
If only, if only.
You already made that reference.
Doesn't fucking matter, I'll make it again. I have a list of rehearsed lines to specific comments or situations.
I can give you a recommendation. Oh, wait, no. Oh, well, okay. Consider this for an option. You stay in the frozen area, which I know sounds bad, but you can ready an action, which is a full round action, to specify a particular trigger. And if the trigger happens, then you can take an action, a standard action, upon the trigger happening. But that'll shift your turn in the rotation as to like when that happens. Wherever the rotation is, that's where it that's where it relocates you to. If you readied to do an attack, which would be just a regular, just one attack, not two. As soon as he was within range, you can do that, and then if he comes within range to attack you, you would get to do your attack that you were readying, and then when he bounces out, you can then follow up with an attack of opportunity as he bounces out. But in order for you to pull that off, you'd have to stay in the frosty zone.
I don't mind a little frost. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Let it go, let it go.
God, all the corporations are going to be after us today.
Let them come.
So is that what you're doing?
Sure, I'll follow through with that plan. Stay frosty.
Elton, you're up.
So he takes 4 damage. I'm gonna whip out my meta magic rod of cold, and I'm
Hey,
going
yo,
to
he's whipping out his rod.
play your cards right. Maybe I'll whip something else out.
Hey, yo, wait a minute.
These are the kind of jokes that would not be appropriate if we had a minor in the party, but since we don't,
We need to get Blissey in for. Is Blissey supposed to be joining us? What the fuck is Blissey?
it was supposedly after she got moved in and got settled with her new job. So any day now.
If we're
So what
lucky
you're
enough
saying
to-
is get all of these jokes out now.
Blissey isn't a minor.
No, Blissey isn't, but I wasn't referring to Blissey.
We were supposed to have a minor join the party, but we don't know what the status of that is.
Okay, so I whip out my rod, right? And I cast magic missile, and I hit him with some frosty icicles.
Oh, is that what we're calling it now?
I was waiting for it.
Is that what the euphemisms the kids are using these days?
I mean, I could glaze him, but I'm not sure that'd be appropriate.
No!
This is where all standards go out the window.
It's late. We just want to get this boss fight done. Standards are slipping.
It's not even a boss fight, it's a duel.
So 16 cold damage.
Are you sure that did the math right?
Five D4 plus 1.
Oh, I was looking at something else. No, it wouldn't be 5d4 plus 1. It's 5d4 plus 5. It's the plus 1 per missile. 5 missiles. So it would be 16, it would be 20. It would be 20 points of damage.
That just makes it better.
And the fortitude save shouldn't be in there.
Okie dokie,
There's-
I'll fix that.
There is no saving throw for magic missile. And that's your turn.
Yes, he takes 20 damage.
Alrighty then, and with that, he gets up and he wipes off the icicle chunks off of him. He hops back over to you and puts his sword away. And he says, "Congratulations. It has come to a draw." So with that, I feel that you have been, he basically thinks that you as a unit were able to function equal to him. So he's willing to say, let's be done with the fight, because it's obviously going to be a draw.
I've had worse. No, you haven't. Your arm's gone. No, it's not. 'Tis but a scratch.
You fought damn well, Brambleson.
Oh shit, I didn't see Archie in the chat. Odd, why didn't you say Archie was in the chat? God dang it.
I said I got like 20 screens up at the same time. I'm sorry.
Archie, if you're still there, we're so sorry. We're not trying to ignore you.
You got 2 monitors now. What the hell's your excuse?
I also had tabs pulled up related to game.
Yeah, but you can fit multiple tabs in one window. I have multiple windows up.
And I'm on a phone.
Anywho, with that, Brambleson basically, yeah, like commends you all for a good job. He commends the rogue for doing a massive amount of damage in one hit. Commends the sorcerer for basically crowd control effects and serious display of spells. And quick wits. The fact that you were able to bypass his the defensive properties of his mage armor by tweaking the spell. And the drow is still tripping balls.
Hey, yo, you
Roll-
okay
roll-
over there? You looking a little...
Roll percentiles.
I'm sure she's fine. Nothing to worry about.
She still has to roll percentile.
26.
You do nothing but babble incoherently.
That's too high? What?
Yeah,
26
okay,
is
she's
too
not
high?
fine.
She's looking at you like she's entirely shit-faced, and like, you know, like somebody who's like has that sloshed speech. It's like that, but you can't even make out a sentence out of it.
Why is there 4 of you? Why do you, I'm gonna lay down here. We're just gonna rest for a little while.
Belton, you got anything for this?
I'm just gonna close my eyes for just a minute.
And
Should
then
she be
you-
doing
and then-
that?
And then she trips over her own feet and just falls to the ground, and the next thing you hear is snoring.
I'm gonna walk up to her and cast Greater Celestial Healing.
What did you do to her? If I'm being honest, this is an improvement, but...
Out of character? Wow, guys, just wow.
Hey, man.
No,
You're
WoW
gonna
guys
be-
say for
you're
the
gonna-
horde.
You gonna meet every situation with aggression, I'll give you aggression right back.
I was trying to be nice and not fight the poor little bunny, but you know what?
Yeah, why were you telling everyone like, you know, be fast, or like who's the fastest? Like, what does that have to do with anything
I
in this
remember the
encounter?
last time we played through this module, we were trying to catch him, Because he was running from us?
I don't know why I did that, because that's not what it says in the book. It said to
Anyways,
have a
I have been
duel.
informed that there is food available.
Well, before you go, real quick,
Oh, how much healing does that do?
I'm waiting for my character sheet to load. It's fast healing 4 for several rounds.
how
So
many
4 hit
rounds?
points a
Just
round.
how many rounds?
Look, I'm trying to pull it up. Give me a second.
One round per 2 levels, so 4 rounds. You gain 16 hit points. By the way, if you haven't noticed, the Brambleson's back up to full health too.
This
What?
fucking guy.
I said what like that and the cat just fucking got up. Stretched.
Alright, did y'all see this?
Yes.
A tiny shoe carved from green.
Jade, probably.
Feldspar.
It's feldspar.
Wow.
It is the dancing heel. It is Brambleson's token, and it is now yours.
Who's keeping a hold of the tokens? We never decided on who was keeping the tokens. Because in case somebody dies, that is important to know.
She has a point. Who is holding on to the tokens?
I vote Belton.
Okay, I guess I can vote Belton.
All right,
So
I'll toss them in my haversack.
So you have the Songsmith's Kiss, and you have the dancing heel.
Because, I mean, I can fly away from danger.
Exactly.
Except indoors.
Well, there is that.
How often is it going to be that I'm going to be indoors?
Don't.
1, 2, 3, 4 at least. And those are just locales. That's not even encounters.
Shit.
Well, anyways, it is 7:25 p.m. over here. I am fucking hungry.
Yeah, it is 10:25 here. Me and Odd need to eat dinner. We ate brunch.
He asks that if you face off against Zasrian, that you look for his broken blade amongst his horde.
Of course. Well, I'm
Yeah, well,
shit-faced.
My
I'm
prince,
shit-faced,
you
so
have my word.
It's absolutely no problem to look for it for you.
And with that, session is basically wrapped up. Sorry, it's only the one encounter.
Given how long that one encounter took,
Would you like to
I'm
know
not too beat up
why
about
he
it.
was such a pain in the dick?
Yes.
Brambleson has an AC of 23, not including mage armor. 27 if you include mage armor. He has 97 hit points, but he also recovers 5 hit points every turn. He has a reflex saving throw, a base reflex bonus for a saving throw of 16. So on a 1, his reflex is 17. He has evasion. He has uncanny dodge. He has damage resist 5 against everything except cold iron because he is Fey. He has a speed of 50. He has a climb speed of 15. He has his short sword and a bite attack. He has spell-like abilities at will, detect magic, know direction, locate object, pass without trace. 3 times per day, he can do dimension door, greater invisibility, confusion, mage armor, and true strike. He doesn't have 3 each. He can just do between those spells. He can do 3 of them, and he can do remove curse once a day. He has a dex score of 27, which gives him a +7 bonus to his dexterity. His feats are agile maneuvers, alertness, combat expertise, reflexes, dodge, mobility, spring attack, and weapon finesse. He has a climb skill of 24. He has a jump acrobatics of 28. He has a stealth of 24. And that's not even including the die roll. He has the Prince of Rabbits, which or special ability, the Prince of Rabbits. It's an extraordinary ability. It's not magical. It's just it's a thing he does because he has it, or because of who he is. Brambleson always counts as having a running start when making an acrobatics check to jump. Quickness. This Rabbit Prince gains 1 bonus move action every round. Suggestible is his weakness. A Rabbit Prince's simplistic mind sidetracks easily. Whenever he has to roll a will save to resist a charm effect, he basically has to roll with disadvantage, per the rules of 5th edition. Playing the Rabbit Prince card, he takes a -2 penalty when he has to make a will save against charms, on top of his disability weakness, or disadvantage weakness.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and raid because the stream is still running. We're gonna go ahead and raid Canadian Dragon. They are playing RimWorld. So, if you watch them and enjoy whatever they're doing, don't forget to follow and subscribe to them. Tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow, Bite? Have we figured out what we're doing tomorrow? Is it the Hawk and Friends tomorrow?
Sure. We haven't had the Hawk and Friends in a while.
Okay. Tomorrow's gonna be the Hawk on Friends. Hydrate, eat well, take your medicine, get some sleep. Have a good night.
Y'all have a good night. Holy
Okay.
shit, that rabbit was powerful.